The car is on right now. Can you hear it?
Exactly!
All right, so I've had it. I've had it with trying to convince myself that the car is loud enough for me because it just isn't, okay? We are in America. We like louder cars. I'm not going to say loud cars, but we like louder cars. I shouldn't be driving a high-performance car, and Priuses are just as loud as this Civic Type R, okay? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to fix that today. Milltek Exhaust. We're doing it, boys. Now, there is a very specific reason why I went with Milltek. And I've had my eye on Milltek Exhaust for a little while, okay? And up until recently, when I learned a little more about the design and why they chose to design it the way they did, I finally caught on and said, you know what, I can get behind that. So let's unbox the exhaust, because there's no way it's gonna fit in my car unless I unbox it anyways with two baby seats. And we'll take a look at it and kind of walk through my train of thought when I ordered this thing. But real quick, before we get to the unboxing, I'm doing a little giveaway, okay? Lasfit, if you don't know who they are, they're kind of like a WeatherTech all-weather mat company, but Lasfit is a different company. Similar type of philosophy, although I like the material on the Lasfit a little better than some of the WeatherTech stuff, because WeatherTech, it's all laser fit, okay? WeatherTech does laser fit stuff as well. But the difference with the Lasfit is it's a nice rubber feel to it. I prefer the rubber feel versus the super hard plastic. Now, I know before you guys comment in the comment section below and tell me WeatherTech has rubber mats, okay, yeah, I know they do. But some of their stuff is really hard plastic, and that's what I didn't like. That's not what this is. This has got a nice rubber feel to it. So here's the deal. Lasfit was very kind, or they were kind enough to send me a trunk rubber mat for my Civic Type R. Unfortunately, it's a wrong size, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a giveaway for you guys, okay? So leave a comment. Okay, so this is how you enter. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have the bell on for notification. Make a comment below on what your favorite video of June 2023 was. Just tell me which video was, subscribe, put the bell on, and then I'll do a random giveaway for my next video, okay? I'll put it in a randomizer, we'll find out who wins this, and I'll ship it out to you. I still have the box and everything, but this is what it looks like. So it's meant for 11th gen Honda Civic, and I'm pretty sure it will fit the new Acura Integra as well. So nothing with manual transmission. This will only fit automatic transmission Honda Civics and Acura Integras. So unfortunately, if you have a manual transmission, this will not fit, supposedly. It only fits the automatic transmission. So anyways, let's get to the unboxing. All right, here are the boxes. Not too sure what happened there, but hopefully it's a pretty sizable bend in the box. I hope nothing inside was damaged, but it's pretty heavy. I don't know that there's any weight savings over the stock exhaust. Maybe a little bit, but that's not why I got it. So anyways, let's pop it open and we'll see what it looks like. All right, here it is. It's all laid out. So I'm not going to unwrap everything completely because I want to try and leave some protection while I'm transporting it. And B, leave some of the mystery, you know? Leave the final surprise when it's all done. But these exhausts, most of the aftermarket exhausts come with their own front pipe. So I can no longer use the PRL pipe, front pipe. So that will be up for sale here in short order. But it looks like pretty good construction. And once you get everything out of the box, it's actually pretty light. You know, the pipes themselves are pretty light. And this is a true 3-inch mandrel bent exhaust system. Now for tips, here's kind of like a suggestion I have for you guys out there, because part of the reason why I delayed on deciding on the Milltek exhaust, probably longer than I should have, is I originally wanted the brushed titanium tips, okay? The brushed titanium tips, they look cool, but they kind of look like the factory tips, just like jazzed up a little bit, you know, like kind of OEM plus, which is the look that I like. But they're lighter too, and they just have a slightly different look to them because titanium looks different from stainless steel. But when you go with the carbon fiber tips, the titanium tips, I'm not sure, they probably have a couple of other tip options too, burnt titanium, different size tips. You increase the cost of the exhaust dramatically. So when I found out that I could get 3 equal sized stainless steel tips and it will look very close, you know, kind of like an OEM plus look that I'm going for, and the cost was so much better than with the titanium tips, I just went for it. And by the way, big shout out to Two Step Performance for stepping up again and helping me out, helping me acquire this Milltek exhaust. Their customer service is actually pretty fantastic, and really good response times. Shipping was prompt. You know, they can tell you if something is in stock or not and give you a lead time, and it's usually pretty accurate. I mean, they're great guys to work with. I highly recommend them. This is where I got the exhaust from. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to pick one up for yourself. But we are going to load this up. We are going to get it installed at Hybrid Works, because for a separate video, we're getting the car tuned. We are getting a custom tune at Hybrid Works. So figure while it's there, we'll throw on the exhaust and then get it tuned. That way the whole system is tuned and don't have to run back and forth getting it retuned because I added something else. So we're gonna load it up, head to Hybrid Works, and I will give you guys sound clips of the stock exhaust and the aftermarket Milltek exhaust. Now keep in mind, I do have the two-step performance downpipe, and after driving it I've been on it for a couple of weeks now, at first it didn't really come off as sounding that much louder than stock. After driving it for a couple of weeks, I can confirm it is a little bit louder. It's still not where I'd like it, but it is definitely a little bit louder than stock, especially in the cabin. You can hear it a little more in the cabin. So anyways, load it up, we'll head out. The car is so quiet, you can hear the buzzing from next door over the sound of the car. Well, we're gonna fix that problem today. She is looking pretty good though, must admit. Get this big boy out of here. So you can see right there, there's two resonators, 1, 2. On the Integra Type S, there's only one resonator, which I think on the Integra Type S, it's this resonator that's still there. And then that middle one, which is a larger one, is actually deleted. So the Integra Type S naturally has a louder stock exhaust. So I wonder, I'd be curious to see if this Milltek exhaust will sound similar to the OEM Integra Type S exhaust. That'll be interesting to see for sure. You know, and I don't, actually now that I'm under here, I don't remember seeing this brace. I don't remember seeing this brace on the FK8. Which is very interesting because I got the spoon rigid plate on the FK8. The reason why I think I don't seem to think that this was on the FK8 was because it came really close to the exhaust when we had the spoon rigid plate installed, and this is relatively close to the exhaust. So I don't remember that. Maybe you guys can confirm in the comments below if that was a thing, but that'd be interesting if that's one of the ways that they stiffened up the chassis on the FL5. From what I understand too, here's a rear motor mount, the factory rear motor mount. I understand that this is different from, or a little more robust than the FK8. That's what I understand. I can't confirm that because I haven't changed that out yet. I'm not 100% sure it's necessary yet. Well, we'll find out. All right, factory exhaust is out. Look at this behemoth. Look at this thing. It is big. So this module right here will be transferred onto the Milltek valve right here, and you can see the difference. So on this side, it's a true 3-inch. I think on the factory this is like either a 2 or 2.5. Might be a 2. Not really sure. And you know what? The factory exhaust doesn't look bad. It really doesn't. Like size-wise, it's not terrible. And you know, believe it or not, this is actually a better looking factory exhaust versus the Supra factory exhaust, because on the Supra, the OEM exhaust, all the pipes are squished. They're all like oval. And at least the factory exhaust here, the pipes are round. So better flow design, except there's a million resonators on it, which is why it's so darn quiet. So anyways, yeah, there's that piece. All right, Milltek exhaust is going on. And it's not even all the way on yet, and it looks so much better. Oh, those are big tips.
Did you get it in all the way? No.
Oh, that is so much better. That is so much better. Yes. That's in plus R mode right now. So I'll give you guys the full roundabout on the sound later on in the video. All right, and so finally we're gonna go for a little cruise and just see what the exhaust sounds like inside the cabin. So I'm starting it in comfort mode, which means the valve is closed. Yeah, it's, in my opinion, this is what the factory exhaust should have sounded like. It's still, you know, not overly loud. I wouldn't even call it loud. Just cruising. It's just, it's noticeably deeper and a little more throaty over stock, but nothing crazy. So I'm going to bump it into R mode. Ooh, immediately you can hear the exhaust waking up. Immediately you hear it's louder. And this is just cruising speed, so wide open throttle is going to sound different, but it's fine. It sounds good. There is absolutely no drone whatsoever. I think the single resonated exhaust is the way to go on the Milltek. No resonation at all. I think, I don't know, it might be a personal thing, but I think it's a mistake. That to me would be way too loud. Way too loud. If you were a big fan of the J's racing exhaust on the FK8, then maybe you would be the guy to go with, maybe you would be the guy to go with no resonation on the Milltek exhaust as an option. It looks good. What can I say? It looks and it sounds good. I'm really happy with this exhaust. I'm really happy. You know, I was a little bit concerned with the angled tips because I didn't want the angled tip look, but because the rear diffuser in the FL5 is already angled a little bit, it actually hides the fact that these tips are angled. You almost don't even notice it. On the FK8, the diffuser, the strakes come straight down. So having a straight down tip on the FK8, in my opinion, looks better. And so I kind of made that assumption on the FL5 which is the reason why I didn't want to go with the standard tips on the Milltek exhaust for the FL5, because I knew they were slanted, but it actually worked out perfectly. Now that I notice what I notice, I actually would prefer to have the slanted tips. So I'm glad that that's what I ended up with. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video, hit the like button. Until next time, stay hungry, stay fast, stay tuned. I'm Michael Baxi, and I'm out.
Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends that won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now. Up early when the sun is out. Not setting out my own soul, but those real ones, they coming out. Oh look who's reaching out. Old friends wanna feature now. They don't work, so they need it free. Ooh, you reaching out from the west side of that.